Okay.
If Jeffrey shows up, he can just join in halfway through.
And then the thing won't beep because it's on streamer mode. Boom.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah, it's coming back. Coming back around.
It came back around from 5 seconds ago when we were just talking about it.
Yes.
Okay, then move that over to that monitor and open. Why do I have both of those internet tabs open on the same monitor? Anyways.
Oh, that's something I do sometimes. Is I'll have two instances of like Firefox running on one monitor and another one, and the same tab will be open on both. And usually it's Reddit. Like I'll look over to my side monitor, and I'll look on Reddit because I want to take a break from editing.
I'm really bad about my Google Music. I will like open it up on both. Like I'll open it up on usually it's on my right monitor.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll pull that monitor into my main monitor, and so when I open up another, crop open another one on my right monitor, I'll immediately open up Google Music because it's always on my right monitor, and so then I'll have like multiple instances of it running at the same time.
It's fucking weird. Oh yeah, I just like got into that habit. But now usually my setup is have Discord on the side monitor and then some main thing on my main monitor. But I'm like 99% sure my graphics card is like dying.
Ooh.
It's either my graphics card or my monitor. But I don't know which. Because right now, like on the last 2 pixel columns on the right hand side of my monitor, like it's just black pixels and then like they will flicker white.
Ooh.
That sounds very, very annoying.
I mean, it is, but like I haven't played video games in fucking forever on my computer, so I haven't noticed it because usually my microphone covers that part. And if I'm watching,
gone for like fucking forever.
What?
You haven't played any like video games because you've just been like you go to work and you come home and then you just go to sleep.
I know I go to work, come home, and then I play my PS Vita. I play those video games.
You've been playing Vita games?
Dude, I've been on like a fucking RPG like rush. I was playing Persona and now I'm playing Digimon. Before that I was playing Paper Mario.
It's like the season of Brennan just repeats his RPG game.
This is a new Digimon game.
I feel like this is every season.
Is it a new Digimon game?
Digimon
Okay.
game. I had actually paid for a PS Vita game in 2018.
Wow. The PS Vita in 2018. Lul.
Fucking when does this fucking system come out?
Forever. Okay, so
I bought it like 4 years ago.
14.
Yeah, 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure by that point it was like end of life. It was like 3 years old by the time I bought it.
Probably.
It was released in 2012. This is a 6-year-old.
Jesus. Okay.
Quote unquote console.
Dead console.
It was dead the moment it came out. No one bought this.
DOA.
That's not true. It had P4 Golden.
Yeah.
It did. But
I feel like that and Danganronpa are the only reasons people bought
They like
that.
fucking necromancered that console into relevancy with P4 Golden.
barely.
Yeah.
The only people that bought Persona 4 Golden already had a Vita. Most likely.
That's not true. I bought a Vita almost exclusively to play Golden.
Well, same thing for me.
I think I bought it because you were like, Golden is so good, it's worth buying a Vita for. And I was like, okay. And you were right, but only by a little bit.
Let's see. But then you fucking played all the SIO games.
I did play. Well, I only played one SEO game on the
Oh.
Vita. I only played fucking Hollow Alicrization or whatever the hell the first one was called. Because then Lost Song came out for the PS4, and then I haven't played the Gun Gale one yet.
Oh, so you bought the other one for the PS4.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bought Lost Song for the PS4, and I don't think I'm forgetting one.
I don't know. But yeah, I've been playing Digimon, and after playing Persona 4, I like realized that like it made me realize like some like game design things that like some people take for granted. Like the way menus work in Digimon is like if you want to go into like the dungeon world, you have to go to your computer and then you get the option to accept quests, go to like your Digi Lab where you like do shit with your Digimon, and then go on a dungeon. If you choose a quest, depending on what type of quest it is, like you stay in that menu and then get to go straight into the dungeon where the quest is, or it just boots you out and then you have to log back into the PC and then click dungeon and then go into the dungeon. For some reason, like it just boots you off just to have like the short cutscene, and they're like, fuck it, you can like do the same thing again, go in there again. And then like if you go to your Digifarm to like do all that shit for Digimon and then log out to like choose another dungeon, you get like just put back into the overworld. You have to go back and walk into the PC and then click on it to open up the menu again and watch this like 2-second animation, and it's kind of fucking annoying. And it just made me wonder, like, why didn't they just go straight back to the menu instead? There's some other shit as well. Fucking, like, when you're talking to characters, your avatar character, he'll react and, like, say stuff, but you don't get the option to, like, click what you said. He just kind of mouths stuff, but you don't even know what you said. Like, he just mouths shit and, like, mimes it. And other times, you can actually choose what you say, even if it's just one, like, choice. Like, it's not even a choice, it's just one thing you click on. So that made me realize, why don't they just have that for every single thing? Or just take it away, because it's fucking inconsistent, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But that's about it. Other than that, it's an okay game. I came for the Digimon, and I'm okay with it, because it's got a lot of Digimon.
Alright.
And then all the female characters like dress like strippers too, for some reason.
Hype.
Like, let me see if I can fucking find a picture, because this took me aback. Like, I was surprised that this was allowed in this type of game, because Digimon's for kids, apparently not. Fuck, what was her name? Nokia.
I like zoned out a little bit during Brandon's explanation of Digimon, I'll be fully honest.
That's fine.
So I only caught like bits and pieces of it. But for whatever reason, it reminded me a lot of like the old Mega Man games, like the little bits that I did here. Where it was like a lot of like run around to random computers to like look at stuff, or like find like the random like light post you could like jack into, where you just pulled like the USB out of your phone and you're like jack.
Oh,
and then,
wait,
like, you go
the
and,
Sun
like,
and Moon game?
You played NT Warrior? I think it was called?
I honestly cannot remember the name of it. If you showed me the box art, I would probably be able to tell you if that was what I'm thinking of.
All
I remember is it had like the fighting was like the 9x9 grid where you got like the chips, and it was like you had like, I remember the, oh my god, wow, she looks like a fucking like
nice
cyber stripper. They had like the 3 different types of swords, where it was like you had the 3 long sword and the 3 wide sword, and then you had like the short sword, and you got all 3. You got like super sword because they had like item combinations you could do. The game was fucking trippy as balls, is what I basically remember about it.
Wait, was it the one with like you fight on a grid and then like
yes, you fought on the grid.
Yeah, that's like Sun and Moon shit or something.
Was it called Sun and Moon?
It's something about the Sun and the Moon.
I remember there were always like 2. It was very much like Pokemon, where there was always 2 games, but it was like dependent on which game you got. It wasn't like some of them were different. It was like almost all of the like other Mega Man evolutions you could get were completely different.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Was it this? Oh, motherfucking shit.
God, you suck at this, dude.
No, it's fucking wiki.
Yes, that is what it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it wasn't
Red Sun.
Warrior. Okay.
And there's.
I mean, there was multiple of these. There was a couple in a row.
Yeah.
Well, this is Battle Network 4, so
Yeah.
yes, there were a lot more.
Yeah.
I think I did play Red Sun though.
I think I had Blue Moon.
I don't know if I played. I remember playing this one. I don't remember which one of the 2 I played.
Oh.
Red Sun or Blue Moon, but I played one of them. I just remember it was like really weird, and like you have to like, I think you had to like save a parade at the end, and you had to go inside like one of the floats and like jack into the float because he had like the main bad guy had like uploaded a virus to the float, and it was gonna like destroy the fair or the parade somehow. I don't remember a lot of the plot because it was sort of bullshit as I recall, but you know they tried real hard.
That sounds exactly like this video, like Digimon. Like this specific Digimon. Like you technically jack into cyberspace and then just make your Digimon fight each other. And that's what hackers do in this world. You're a hacker.
Hacking.
Yep. the way hackers work in this world is you go in and the Digimon just like start shooting at the cyber walls, and that's hacking.
It's a hype.
All right.
The only way it could be more hype if they were like, he's a black hat hacker.
Actually, they have that. There's a concept of that.
You're joking.
You joined a couple of white hat hackers who hack.
Oh, you're lying to
No,
me.
I'm not lying.
You are having a laugh.
The cyberspace, they hired this team, like hires this team and some other teams to like find vulnerabilities, which is like actually real. Like this is the way actual stuff works. I can understand that.
Yeah, in concept.
And then there's the black hats who are kind of shitty and they all look like gang members.
Yeah,
And they're like
naturally.
Oh, by the way, there's this one gang group called the Nanako Stripes, who are all women, and their uniform is thigh-high striped socks.
I could get behind that.
I'm about it.
Yep, that's why they're called the Nanako Stripes.
I'm about it.
There's also the Dinosaurists, and they only use dinosaur Digimon.
No.
They got a little bit of that absolute territory going on.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Let's see, what other ones are there? There's the Demons.
Nick, why do you know that?
Everyone knows it. What the fuck? He's like one of the biggest weebs we know.
How are you surprised that I know this, Alex?
Yeah, Alex, what the fuck?
Oh wait, no.
Alex,
No, that was
Alex?
my bad. I wasn't surprised that you knew it. I was surprised that you actually mentioned it. Okay.
He's about that thigh life.
Yeah,
Is that what the fuck?
cause like
Is that a dog?
I have no idea what it is.
Mouse?
I'll be honest.
panda-ish is I don't know.
Panda adjacent.
Yeah,
It's from a song by
yeah.
Ken Ashcorp,
Kaneshko.
who does a lot of really good weeb-esque songs.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, for a second there, I thought that was just like a big shoe. Like a thigh-high shoe. Because, like, the colors look way too similar.
I'll give you it. Yeah.
Very understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see what other...
That,
there's also the Demons. They're a hacker group who follow basically the singer of Kiss. Fucking... Oh, what's his name? They go with the tongue.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Kiss... God. Oh, wait, now I'm not gonna look that up. Kiss band members. There we go.
I Google image searched. I had
Gene
Google image
Simmons.
search up. I image searched Kiss, and there's just a whole bunch of people kissing, and I was like, I don't know why I thought I would get the Jewish guys in the black face paint, but
They're
I'm somehow
Jewish.
shocked.
Gene Simmons. I guess you could see it. Anyways, it's Gene Simmons. They all follow a cult of Gene Simmons.
Okay. Sure.
He's called Jimmy Ken.
Okay.
Also, they have like a social link-esque type thing where you can like fight together with your friends or with your cyber people that are in the game. And it's just fucking stupid. Like
You don't say.
none of the characters are any good. I'm just playing this game because it's got colorful monsters. 100%, that's the only reason. Also, Nanako Stripes. And that girl I posted.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I'm
Those
with
are
you.
all-
I'm with you for the thigh highs.
Those are all valid reasons.
Thigh highs and skirts, man. They do something to me.
Always. So anyways, what should we talk about first? The site?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Site? I
Yeah.
hated these episodes. The last two, I thought it was just fucking stupid. I didn't like them.
So
Although-
first we had the beach episode.
Yeah, the beach episode
That
was like,
first?
yeah,
Yeah,
Wasn't it... So... Wasn't that the 9th episode?
that was the 8th episode.
that was the 8th episode.
Oh my god, I don't know what happened in the 9th episode. The last thing I remember was the beach episode.
They confront the brother, or the brother confronts them, I should say. What both
Yeah.
happen.
Oh my god, okay. I was like melding them together.
Okay.
Yes, okay. You're right.
So yeah, first there was the beach episode.
Which is fucking stupid.
Like least fan service, like least successful beach episode I've ever seen. in
Yeah,
terms of
like
fan service.
wow, we're really
was not
doing a
about it.
beach episode. Oh,
Everything needs a beach episode. But
Like
was just
I get that they
bored.
were trying to go for some like light and happy before like it gets all just grim dark from here on out, and like
yeah,
they were trying to I guess go with like similar to the bat scene, like here's a little bit of fan service, girls in bikinis. I was not about it.
Nah.
Like nobody in that episode looked good.
That bat scene was like probably the most emotionally impactful scene in this show yet, in my opinion.
I'm kind of upset that it's like nothing else will live up to it now.
Cause like the animation for some reason goes like off the charts for this type of show, and it's actually well done. And I was looking for that again, and then fucking I was comparing that with the scene where the guy's like running to the brother to stab him.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just a cutout being like moved up and down. That was that fucking scene. And I was like, why would you do this to me? Like, I had hope after that fucking bath scene.
After the bath scene, it's definitely like, it's gone like more into like the uncanny valley, where it's like I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. Like they showed me the face of God, and now everything else is dog shit by comparison.
Yeah.
Like before, when it was all we had, I could accept it because it was all we had. But now that you gave me a taste of the good life, I can't go back to like McDonald's.
Yeah, what fucking animator did that? Like, hired him on to do all the rest of the fucking shit. Jesus.
There was like one day where their main guy didn't show up. They're like, just bring in a temp for the day, and their temp was like amazing. It was actually the head animator for Kill La Kill, or not Kill La Kill, but
literally anything else.
Fuck no.
Frank's?
I'm specifically thinking of oh my god, I cannot think of it. UBW.
Oh.
I could not think of that for so long.
Unlimited.
I kept wanting to call it Gun Gale for some reason.
Well, Gun Gale is pretty good too.
It does look pretty good. I mean, UBW was like acknowledged as like the most fucking just beautiful thing ever, but GGO is looking all right.
It's looking above average, which is leagues above what this is right now, of what site is. But yeah, there was a beach part, which I just thought was kind of dumb.
Also, Asagiri continues to look like just she's 8 inches from death's door.
Right?
Yep.
Like, I didn't notice it until she was out of the uniform, but she looks like a skeleton.
Well, they all kind of do.
They do a little bit, but like, it's like that girl was just all bones. She was all like shoulders and fucking like leg bones, and it was not okay.
Speaking of size, fucking Nijimin looks fucking like half the height of the brother.
Yes.
Right?
The brother is a giant.
I think she's just really fucking short.
Or Nijimin is a midget. Either is an option.
So they do this weird thing. Well, animated like does this thing a lot, where like child characters will like, or teenage characters will always like look really, really fucking short, even though by that point like they would at least be at their adult height. Because like fucking they did this in Yahari too, where fucking main character, black haired kid, I forgot his name, 8-Man, he like looks a lot shorter than the teacher, even though like he should be at his adult height by that point. Because he's like, what, 16, 17?
They were second year in high school?
Yeah, like, so 16, 17.
They would have been 17?
Yeah.
Because Japanese high school is only 3 years, I think.
So that was just always weird. Either she's fucking giant, or they're all fucking short as shit.
Dude, maybe she is. I mean, she is unmarried. So maybe she's like
unmarried,
really tall.
It just makes you really tall for some reason.
Maybe she's like 6'7". Or, you know, since it's Japan and she's
5'2".
She's larger than average for her people, so like 5'9".
Anyway,
I shouldn't be so rude, but like at the same time, like I've been to the Lincoln Memorial, and it's like there's a picture of me and my dad, and it's like from like the shoulders down, we're like amassed in humanity, but it's just both of our heads like poking up over a sea of like Asian tourists. You could just like it's like we're like periscopes in the sea, like we're submarines or something. We just boop, like right out above all of these like people who are just like head like just come up to our shoulders.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So it's just weird. Anyways, after the beach episode, we have the fucking brother, or not the brother, but the stalker confronts the brother.
Yep.
Which has to be one
he
of
almost shanked a bitch. Yeah. After not shanking a bitch for like 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
He finally got around to shanking a bitch.
So far, like, his character is like completely pointless.
He was entirely pointless.
Yeah. Although there is like a plot point that might come into play with the fucking detective, who, by the way, we have no idea who this character is.
No idea.
Episodes into the fucking show. Anyways,
is it just me, or is he giving off like creepy serial killer vibes?
The green-haired dude. Like
The detective.
Not really.
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck vibes he is, because he said a total of 8 words, and that's interesting.
So.
This is evidence. And that's all he's fucking said.
I don't know. Something about the quite intensity. I'm getting I mean, maybe it's just the grimdark nature of the entire show that every single character, I'm like, there's something wrong about you.
No,
that
see,
when you show me murder detective, it's has to be a serial killer.
he just wants to live a peaceful life. Right, Alex?
Yeah.
He's the one good guy.
I don't think so.
He's 2 days away from retirement.
No, he's got to be black for that.
And these damn.
These goddamn magical schoolgirls.
Yep.
At it again.
I did like that scene though.
I thought
it
was
was
so
I'm wearing her
dumb.
fucking panties. I fucking loved it.
I watched it. I was like, oh, this is just fucking stupid.
He was rubbing it in good. The only thing I was
the rubbing it in was the bad part.
No, the bad part was he wasn't rubbing it in literally.
No, that was the only thing that redeemed it. I could barely watch that.
And I wanted him to rub his nutsack on the dude's eyeballs.
Yeah, at this
I mean,
point,
he already dropped trowel, and we had the full-on bulge going down.
It was either he was going to do that, or he's going to
stuffed.
Or he was going to jerk himself.
Oh, he was absolutely stuffing.
Oh yeah, Jesus
he was stuffing like
Christ,
a maniac.
Man.
God damn, that's
he was either stuffing or he had pulled his nuts to the front of his the front of his package.
Yeah,
because there was way too much.
It was.
Would you fuck
my
me?
nuts do not hang that close to the front of my everything else.
I'd fuck me.
I mean, hey, he has been being blue balled every time his sister brings a friend.
Oh, don't say it that way. Don't imply that he derives sexual pleasure from that. That's
But he
weird.
does.
He
That
does.
makes it weird.
It's always been weird. He's fucking beating the shit out of her.
It is okay, yeah, it's always been weird, but it can definitely be weirder.
Yeah, okay. I would.
It could.
But that's the difference between 1,000 and 1,100. Sure, it's a bigger number, but at that magnitude.
I mean, the difference was it would have made that second episode scene where he's just kicking the shit out of her. It would have made it way more uncomfortable if he had a raging erection.
He probably did.
If there'd been a cut to him full body and he had the tent going on, I could not have finished that episode.
Oh man,
Definitely this show it shouldn't be taken seriously. It's just
Whenever-
fucking stupid.
oh.
That's why I can't take grimdark part seriously.
It's definitely
I just
approaching
don't
Killing
care.
Bites territory. Nothing is sacred anymore.
Oh,
my
man.
God. But Killing Bites was completely okay with episode 1, episode 3 going completely off the rails.
Yeah,
This was
that
so
was
huge.
that was why Killing Bites. Killing Bites, I made fun of it more. I accepted nothing was sacred earlier because it accepted nothing was sacred on itself.
Yeah.
It was this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be stupid fucking bullshit. Live with it. This show is trying a little bit too hard.
Yeah, and that's what I just fucking hate. Either try harder and tone down the characters, or just fucking go balls to the wall. Cause right now I'm just. By the way, that's when he gets hit by a little boy. Right? That's when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets
Yeah.
Punched.
Jesus, what is with him and being the creepy pedo clown?
Cause he is a creepy pedo clown.
He's a creepy pedo clown that almost everyone likes. Only in anime.
But no, his whole character is, I'm a creepy pedo clown. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all it is. Also, he, uses gum to fight.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I didn't like the show. And if this ever becomes popular, I'm gonna get crucified. Because I dare not like Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter, sir.
Okay,
They'll crucify you about that, too. It's
Will
not
they?
Hunter
Is
x
that
Hunter,
is it
it's
actually pronounced Hunter x Hunter?
Well, because the main character is hunting his father, who's technically who's called a hunter. That's why he's the Hunter x Hunter, because he's hunting a hunter. It's fucking stupid. I hate it.
Whatever. I'm not gonna fight it.
I hate the Chimera Ant arc. Fuck everyone who liked that fucking show. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Oh, right, blue balls, yes.
Oh, stop describing it that way.
Yeah, it's just go off the walls or just tone it down. But at this point, we're 9 episodes in. It's going to continue to do this, and yeah, I just don't care.
So here's the real question at this point: will there be an ending?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Like, what is the arc so far? We're not building up to the Tempest, like, because they'd be doing other stuff to build up to Tempest, like learning more about the Tempest and like what is actually going to go on, but we don't fucking know.
Right.
So they're not building any tension. So far, it was fucking. We had to deal with the brother, who's completely unrelated to Tempest, so far as we know.
Yeah.
So in terms of writing, like, we can't really say that the brother arc is building up to the Tempest. It's just like a thing that happens, which like takes away at least 2 episodes from the fucking story.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's more just like, hey, trust exercises and all that. Yeah, let's go to the beach and all that. Blah blah blah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Until an admin comes and like murks their ass.
Until someone does something else. Until anyone who's not the main character does something. God damn it! I hate that she didn't fucking tell people. I fucking got so pissed off. I was like, oh my god, just cap the motherfucker. Just fucking kill him already. God.
I'm more pissed off about the crossdresser. Like, he knew, he mind controlled the chick who's like,
no, fuck that. He tried, or she tried. She tried.
No, but here's the thing.
Do something.
No, here's
She's
the
my
thing.
favorite character.
You knew. No, here's the thing. You knew about the brother. You knew everyone's abilities. You went for the throat. I'll give him props on that. But you didn't make sure he couldn't speak. Fuck you.
No, bullshit, because they do the same throat thing again, but this time he can't speak.
No, like the chick that he was controlling elbowed him in the fucking throat.
Yeah, so as far as she knew, that guy was fucking down.
Nah, you should have killed that bitch and like put him.
Yeah, I'm with Alex. Like, if you're gonna get the drop on somebody, like, she even the first thing that when she got, the second possession, what did she do? She went for the fucking like hand spear through the chest. Just do the hand spear through the throat. Like, even if you go through the front, the only thing that's solid that's going to stop you is his spinal column. And at that point, you've gone far enough.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing that really annoyed me, though, was that fucking pussy-ass Nijimin can hold a rope around her neck and hold her down. Like, bitch motherfucker, you've got, like, the increase all of my physical stats by 8 million %.
Yeah.
And a fucking wussy-ass idol is holding you down.
Okay.
Just turn around and Heisman her ass to the ground and just crush her skull like an orange and then bitch slap the brother until his neck breaks.
I don't think that's a fault with her doing, like, what she's doing. That's a fault with the writing. I hate Nijimin. I'm so fucking glad she died. And I hate the fact they had to, like, do some sob story for her. I just wanted her to get sliced in half. That happened, but then they had to, like, do this 5-minute intermission. I'm like, no, just fucking show her dead. I want her dead. I hate Nijimin so fucking much. This is all her fucking fault.
Yes, it was all her fault.
I hate her.
You were justified in hating Nijimin.
I'm so glad we don't have to
I don't know how many other
anymore.
characters. You were justified in hating the one in Citrus. She was also sort of a douchebag.
Well, there's always a consistency, and that's they just have annoying voices. And usually they'll develop another reason why I hate them later.
Usually they do.
Yeah.
There are some characters I think you hate just because they have annoying voices. But the last 2 have both been douchebags, so I'll give you that.
I'm trying to find out which one I hate more, Nijimin or MC. I think I still hate MC way more.
I don't like MC, but I don't hate
You
her.
have no reason
Asagiri?
to fucking like protect your brother at all. It's like, oh no, I can't tell him about him. It's like, the fuck?
That's why I was like, no, just fucking cap his ass. Do it.
Yeah. Dude, she is like criminally underutilizing the teleport gun.
One, she has like used it in fucking forever. 2, she doesn't do anything. All the characters have done nothing in this show so far. Like, the main group that's supposed to like stop the Tempest has done nothing.
Yeah.
And like, they didn't even fucking like, they didn't even get like out of that situation on their own, like by like some cool like fucking with the way the power works. Like, he said sit, but he still never said you can't move your arms or some shit. So I was like waiting for that to happen, like them being clever to a way to get around the rules. Instead, some fucking invisible motherfucker saves them, and that's the end of the fucking episode.
Yeah.
So like, invisible motherfucker. is he going to be like the next bad guy? Is he amassing the bad guy army, or is brother getting taken to like
the Tempest?
fucking,
I don't know.
Is he getting taken to the rape dungeon?
We've got 3 episodes left, and they keep adding more characters, and I still don't know what the Tempest is. Well, we know what the Tempest is. They told us.
Yeah.
But we don't know why we should care.
I still have no idea what part that like girl is going to play. Is she a witch? Is she the Tempest?
I think she's like the king, the king
person?
probably.
Is she the king? I have no idea.
Because they keep saying king or like talking about the king, and they show her.
Yeah.
So naturally, I'm going to associate whatever they're talking about with her, because that's what like the editing is telling me. But I don't know.
See, but life has taught me that would be a queen.
Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, hey, Nick, King Arthur. King Arthur.
Valid point. Arthur Pendragon.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk about Ore now?
Okay.
I only watched episode 8. Did anything happen in 9?
What? I don't even fucking remember. Oh, the mom fight. The mom punches someone. Despite the fact they want her to fight for real, we see her in all her glory, and she just punches one person, and that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Well, she bitch slapped around some people in the meet and greet thing.
Oh my god, that was fucking fantastic. That was the peak of this episode, where she like just smacks him a fucking across, like when she's touching him or when he's touching her.
She was like way more powerful in that meet and greet in her human form than she was in her like Maho Shoujo form.
Right, she like pushed a good like 10 people just away.
And like they were like 8 guards who were like conga line trying to pull her away, and she was just like, "I'm not going anywhere."
Almighty push.
Oh, bring it. Something I noticed in Sight. When the brother was going all crazy, monologuing with the nerd and then the girls, I thought his voice sounded familiar, and I looked it up.
It's Bakugo, right?
It's Bakugo.
Yes, I was right.
I knew it. It didn't occur to me until this episode, and I was like, "This ranting feels familiar."
Yep.
It's like I've heard this raging teen voice before.
Yeah, that would explain way too much.
I recognize it. Oh wait, real quick, another mention. This is something I completely forgot to talk about, or I think I forgot to talk about. I don't remember. But there is a scene when they all meet together for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's Mind Control Girl is talking with Pink Hair, and then Pink Hair swaps places with other blonde girl. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
I thought that
they go for a handshake, and the world changes.
Yes.
It was like 3 or 4 episodes ago. I felt like I had a stroke watching it.
I watched it. I'm like, is this an editing error, or because I don't think it's an editing error.
They react to it. It's the only reason I think it was a real thing is because the characters react to it the same way I did.
But the problem is, why?
Blonde hair pauses time and changes it.
Why?
I don't know why, but I'm thinking that's what happened.
I think what happened was
he pauses time and moves everybody's position, like moves Pink Hair out of the handshake and puts herself there for whatever reason.
That's the thing. I just want to know why. Like, answer that question, because I'm still kind of confused. Like,
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with like the mind reading power or something.
Probably.
I don't know why, or like the fact that Pink Hair is the magical schoolgirl hunter, and like everybody kind of justifiably hates her.
But like, they didn't really point to that. They just kind of did it.
I don't know.
Like the way they did it just seemed off. It didn't actually seem like it looked like an error. If they'd done it differently, it would have like looked. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, I don't fucking know. It looked like they were doing it on purpose. Like it was purposeful, instead of just looking at like they fucked up and accidentally drew someone in the wrong position.
Yeah.
Anyways, alright, it's fucking boring still.
Yep.
So, we had the meet and greet episode.
Fuck.
Again, with the problems with the show, did anything happen in that episode?
The mom fake dies and then just shows up because no one actually died.
The mom transforms in that episode, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does, but it was really anticlimactic and I hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well...
She was not as shredded as I was hoping for.
I was hoping her, like, she'd have a beard or, just fucking AK just mowing motherfuckers down, but they don't want to do that, so fucking whatever.
I was hoping she was going to be, like, next level shredded. She was going to be, like, Mrs. Universe shredded or something.
Right?
She was going to have the Popeye, like, an arm comes out of her bicep and produces a second bicep or something. Like, I wanted next level shredded. She was not there. I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, the episode afterwards is fucking Prisma, the yellow-haired girl and the blonde, or yellow. That's
right.
Blonde-haired and silver-haired girl become magical schoolgirl as well.
Magical schoolgirls.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
That happens, and then they fight a really big monster and kill it.
Okay.
With unsurprising Yuri number 2.
Oh my god.
I was really expecting fucking boobs and silver hair to have like the bro handshake after that.
Oh my god. See, that would happen if this show continued to be funny. But it's just
like if they had like we both acknowledge that we're in love with our best friends, bro handshake and flex. Right. I would have been like, the show is top tier.
Did you say breast friends?
Did I? Maybe.
You did. You definitely did.
I must have slurred it.
I'm gonna keep using that. That is now what I will call like a Yuri.
A Yuri friendship is their breast friends.
Like Aya and the other girl, they are breast friends as well. Oh, by the way, once again, back to Sight. She's totally gonna die. Like they had the pinky promise. She's dead. She's gone. Aya killed her. It's
blonde hair is fucked. Blonde hair is dead as fuck.
If you're,
which is unfortunate because blonde hair is also the good one.
She's the only good one. Also,
that's fair.
Real quick, doesn't orange haired girl like remind you of one of the characters from 3D Kanojo?
A little bit,
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that looks like this.
I can see it.
Yeah, especially with the ponytail. Which, by the way, I've been watching it after the 3rd episode. I was like, fuck this. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, well, seeing as how we're like wanting to talk about anything other than Ore, that kind of shows how this is turning out. It's dropping in quality.
It really is.
It's dropping in entertainment. Like, it wasn't that high quality to begin with.
Well, because the problem is, like, they're just not doing anything with the story.
Yeah.
Like, they just keep circling around, like, the same point.
Like, it's that guy. They finally figured out that it's the fucking dude.
Which was annoying, because after last episode, I thought not last episode now, but whatever. The one with the button after karaoke, I thought they'd figured it out then. And then you go to the next episode, and they're like, we have no idea. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
They're just dragging the shit out, dude. Oh my god.
I figured that was just like, oh, now they have suspicion on them. Fucking finally.
Like, at this point, I've, like, lost hope for there to be any twist to this ending. Like, it's just gonna be that guy. I was hoping for some sort of, like, it's actually secretly Mohiro, and he's had amnesia this whole time, and they're just, like, trying to reclaim their boss and, like, bring him back home to show him, like, this is who you are, and these are the memories you've forgotten. And, like, the other guy is just, like, a lieutenant that was, like, super faithful or something. Like, I was hoping at first for some, like, amnesia ending. At this point, I'm like, fuck it. It's not gonna happen. Like, they're super unoriginal. They're not, like, nothing creative has happened. I have no faith.
It just sounds like you want to watch Devil's a Part-Timer again.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about that.
Devil's a Part-Timer again. If I could forget that show and watch it again, I would be so happy. Oh my god,
that was a anyway,
I saw a new volume on Amazon. I'm gonna buy it.
I should buy them too. Like, I honestly am thinking of buying more manga and like light novels.
They're good. Yeah. They're really good.
Back to Ore, because we need to finish the discussion.
I got a chuckle of when Ore got shit and jizz on her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping that after like she like shook hands with the little girl, and as the little girl's like waving back, there's like a spot of like whatever the fuck it was on her hand.
Yep.
That was the perfect joke. That was the perfect
waiting
setup.
For that so
and they
hard.
Didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, come on, Japan, you had one job.
They missed a lot of opportunities there for like a comedy show, manga, whatever the hell the source material is for this. It's really missing a lot of like easy jokes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of easy, like not even like deep humor, but just like very obvious like prop humor.
Let's see. What else was there?
I think that's it.
I keep looking at those end cards and I just keep thinking, God damn, I wish this was the show.
Dude, okay, so the most recent one with like the post-apocalyptic, like
oh my god, like the fucking
four shadows and like the like whatever, like half
the
melted
Asura
demon
demon, dude.
it made me want to play like a Monster Hunter horror game.
Oh my god.
Like that, like fighting something like that with like the four characters out there. That looked like it would be so fucking hype.
Right? Oh my god.
Like that's I was like, why is there not like a Monster Hunter horror style game of
Well,
like
Dark Souls.
post-apocalyptic, like, but like not like Dark Souls is like a little bit more like, you know, like there's
How about like
I don't know,
more of the gameplay of Monster Hunter with like the design of
yeah, like
Dark
I just want
Like,
like classic
horror.
monster, like large monsters, fuck everything else. Like I don't care about like Jaggies or anything like that. Like I just want like the big ass Rathalos, Raytheon, Barrows, Baroth, you know,
like,
Tigrex, yeah, like the big motherfucker dragons, wyverns. I want like that shit.
Oh, you just go fight the Valhazak. That's basically what you're just
Yeah, but that's
fighting.
like one. That's like one.
Yeah, that's one out of like like
One
it's
elder
30 or 40.
dragon is like super like fucked up looking. I want like a whole like a whole cast of like horror style giant monsters to fight
That sounds
in like a post-apocalyptic setting.
I'd like that too.
I've been tempted to actually look up like the Ori manga just to like see if like they just butchered butchered it in the adaptation.
No, what I think is happening is that the manga was so fucking short that they had to add stuff in the show. That's why we have that one episode where nothing happens, and that's why we keep dragging out the quote fucking mystery of who.
What was
because like
what was official OG book club anime?
What do you mean?
Netju?
Netoge.
No, Netoge was unofficial, right?
Oh, the first.
We never recorded it.
Netju.
Yeah, Netju was the official first book club anime.
Yeah,
that was like super. Like the source material is like not long, or it was also like not finished.
No,
it's like a lot of that stuff was like
it wasn't finished. The last 3 episodes were completely original, I think.
Yeah. So like a lot of that stuff was improvised, and I feel like they did that pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is just the studio dropping the ball.
Yeah.
I realize more and more that I think that 5th episode is probably the true story of what's going on with this show.
Because like those end cards, man, they're really teasing you hard. Like, hey, something's coming. Hopefully, is
no,
what
it's not
you think.
like it's just fan art.
Yeah, it's just
Is it?
I think it's like fan art.
I don't know if it's fan art or if it's just like official
art.
I mean, they all have like illustrated buys, which makes me think they're like actual people. I haven't looked any of the people up, so
it's possible
to know,
that like the animators for the show. And
they could be,
yeah,
or they could just be like other big names in the industry or something. But like, they're all like really high quality, and they're all like references to the episode.
Mm-hmm. And they're all very creepy. Like they're all somehow all these have been just the right amount of creepiness. I really enjoy them. But yeah, that's basically essentially that's the best part of the show is the ending.
Yeah, being able to look at the last
3 seconds
and admire the beauty of. I feel like they usually switch too.
Switch what?
Like every show has had like a different end card illustrator.
I haven't
really paid attention, but like I don't know. The fact that they have illustrated buys make me feel like they usually would be changing them up, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one. Also, last episode, or not last, but eighth episode's end card was like the little demon, like crying about how the big demon died. Right?
Was that the 8th episode one?
I think so. I didn't get a picture of it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let me see if I can pull it up. This one or a. I'm gonna have to mute this.
Mono Kubo. I don't know why I thought I would be able to figure out who this person is by looking them up. Clearly, everything written about them is in Japanese.
Oh my god. Holy shit, this is really fucking demented. Like, I feel bad for this one.
Is it what you thought it was?
Worse.
Worse?
Worse. Because it's like... Hold on. This needs to be shown. And you'll, like, figure out... And you'll see why.
Okay.
This needs to be seen. I'm surprised I forgot this. 8. This is totally going in the episode. Pictures. There we go. What's crack?
I just love the one from 9. The one from 9 is just like...
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Now I do remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
That... Okay, I'm gonna make that in my wallpaper.
It's very well. Don't... Dude, just go online and get a better screen cap than what I did, because that's not the right aspect ratio. I fucking hate your wallpapers. You will blow up like some fucking 540 by 280p picture all the way to 1080p. I fucking hate you. Get the fucking correct aspect ratio.
I remember I showed you maybe once or twice what I have.
Yeah, and it's not... And all of them are the incorrect aspect ratios. They all look dog crap. I hate it when things look blurry.
Are they really all that bad, Brendan?
No, they're not. There's maybe 2 or 3.
Sounds about right for how much you complain about it.
Anyways, Megalobox.
Yeah.
Let's see. Episode 8, the synopsis was they're trying to figure out how to get back in the ring. And at the end of the episode,
yeah.
At the end of the episode, they finally say, you will have the rematch. And episode 9 is the rematch. Discuss. He keeps breaking that bike, dude.
Dude, I feel bad for that poor bike.
Jesus Christ. It happened again. I think this is the 6th... Oh, I fucking love that. Yeah, this is the 6th time I think he's broken the bike. Or 4th time? I lost count.
It's been way too many times, that poor bike.
Yeah.
Okay, so... The episode before last...
Yes, episode 8.
That was more just a establishing in the story kind of episode, right?
I would say so.
We talk about how the two twins are in this Cold War standoff for the company.
Basically, our guess was correct. We were right about it. Or was it us that guessed it? Or I think I might have mentioned a Reddit comment about it, and we were all like, "Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen." Regardless,
I don't remember where it came from, but essentially our operating theory was pretty much
exactly what this shows. Yeah,
the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot about 8 other than right until the end. Well, it was also the we're going to take you down with us, but then of course you're sitting in their company headquarters and they just lock you in the room.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a shit way to negotiate.
No, who's like, oh no, I made a mistake. Also, they build a tension with the mafia guy.
I will fuck you up. Dude, you're inside of our building with private security forces. Did I say I would fuck you up? I meant I would politely like to leave now.
Oh, Nambu, you're not the brightest.
You are definitely the dumbest.
Anyways, yes, that's exactly what happens. He gets locked in, and then there's the building of the tension as Joe goes to the coronation of the final one.
Uh-huh.
I always liked to call them the final one. I guess it's some sort of hype thing for the world.
I guess.
But yeah,
I feel like it's a weird Japan thing.
To use English words
exactly.
for random stuff.
I shouldn't disparage their use of English words because I know that Americans definitely have a problem with just randomly using other languages' words.
Korea, America.
Sure. Oh my god. I still love fucking My Hero Academia, where the other characters will make fun of All Might by calling him the American.
Oh, right. Is he actually American in the context of the world?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
He just has all of his Detroit smash and Missouri smash and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. He read a lot of super.
I do like the one thing that always makes me chuckle is the Missouri smash is the one where he throws the punch but it doesn't connect, but the force of the wind is what hits you. Which is because Missouri is the Windy City.
Yep. Props to that. Although, there was a name. There was a... Detroit. That's not a fucking state. It's inconsistent.
No, Detroit is a city. Missouri is a state.
Delaware
I think he has Alabama, I want to say is one of them.
I don't know. I remember Delaware. I remember Detroit.
He is Delaware.
Missouri.
Alabama Slammer.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking perfect. And then Deku has his
Phi Slamma Gamma.
Delaware Detroit smash. Okay, for that, for his final smash, It should have been like something like Richmond, Virginia smash or something, or fucking Texas or Houston, Texas. Wait, no, it's not Houston. Is it Houston?
What? The capital of Texas? Yes.
It's okay. Yeah, Houston, Texas match or something like that. They should have done something with the capital state and then the actual state instead of a random city and then state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston Hook.
God, Alex is coming out with the fucking bangers over here.
Yeah.
Alex is known for coming up with solid names.
Yes, back to Megalobox, episode 9. With this fight, I was actually like not. I wasn't disappointed, but I was a little disappointed. I didn't like that he won in one hit at the very end. Like it still went on, but I still don't like that he just popped him in the mouth and that was that.
No, yeah.
I was hoping more for like.
That's more of a thing, yeah.
I was hoping more for like an actual exchange of punches, and then Joe starts to lose a little bit because the AI is learning about him. I didn't like that the AI already kind of like knew about Joe immediately.
Yeah,
but it's a learning AI. It learns with only one repetition, Brandon. You don't understand.
It's so fucking stupid.
The AI is just that good. It doesn't need to calculate for error. Because it has no error, obviously.
Honestly, the thing I was hoping for was for like for Joe to recognize like what the AI assumes and like to feint those things, and then use that to his advantage. That would have been a very clever way to like put him on an even playing field for a little bit, and then have him slowly start to like deteriorate over time, and then do the final hit. But I was disappointed. But oh well.
Like whenever stuff is like, oh, this thing is reading your moves, or I'm reading your mind, it's always like, 1, I'll do nothing, or 2, I won't think of what I'm gonna do. It's like, I was hoping something different.
Which, by the way, those two things happen. 1, he doesn't do anything because he's tired. And also, it's actually kind of clever. That's actually what I thought was clever, is that the AI wouldn't really know what to do if someone's standing still. That's interesting. That's cool. Also, he was going to have fucking Nanbu tell him what to do. So he wouldn't have to think it. So the AI would get confused. So they did both things, technically.
Yeah.
Although Nanbu fucking fucked it up and almost killed Joe.
Yeah.
So it's looking more and more likely that Joe is going to go gearless for the final 4.
Maybe.
I'm like,
but
I'm really not liking it.
I'm not either.
I do want him to get gear.
I want him to get gear. The thing that's starting to annoy me is like, so he got his ass whooped.
Oh, dude, he like got destroyed.
Like he got cooked for 3.5 rounds.
Roughly.
Yep. No, it ends in the 4.5, isn't it? On the 4th.
Fourth, yeah.
No, he ends in the 4th round.
Yeah, that makes it 3.5.
He got beat for 3 rounds and half the 4th round. He just got whooped like a fucking dog in the streets. Like if he goes into the up against the number 3 guy and then the number 1 guy without gear, and you expect me to win, you expect me to believe he can win, he has to stop just getting his ass beat out there.
Right?
Yeah. Stop doing the 11th hour bullshit.
Yeah, like I can only believe the Rocky thing if Rocky's still getting punches in. Rocky never just got his ass single-handedly whooped on.
Yeah. And that's
Rocky traded blows and just outlasted people.
And that's what they're trying to do with this, but he's not trading blows. And that's what I was upset about.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting to you these next 2 fights, they gotta sell me on the fight.
Yeah.
You can't just sell me on the I just get whooped on and then I have the perfect counter.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's 100% possible. Mike Tyson showed us that the 1-punch knockout is 100% a thing. Because he was doing it to people in the first round. But I don't want it to be 1-punch counter knockouts for the next 2 fights to win the tournament. It would be very unsatisfying.
Yes. Although looking at his fight with ex-military guy, they can definitely do battle of attrition where both sides are equally, or at least one side's a little bit better, and have it be very satisfying. Because I still really like that fight.
Yeah.
So I really hope more fights are like that instead of this more recent one.
I mean, the Aragaki fight was like a stand-up, just knuckle-dragging brawl.
It was fucking awesome.
That was what my complaint about it before I understood the whole leg thing.
Yeah.
Was like I said, I wanted somebody to die in the ring because that was what they were selling me on. Mm-hmm. With these two people were just going ham on each other. Like, it wasn't just Aragaki kicking the shit out of him for most of the fight. Like, it started that way a little bit in the beginning, but once Joe hit his stride, like, it was just they just kicked the shit out of each other.
Oh, it was glorious.
Yep. It was.
So, like, they can do that style again. I think next episode is going to be interesting because assuming Yuri has to go against Pepe Iglesias, like it was suggested way long ago, that means that Joe has to fight the heavyweight lion guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is going to be interesting because, like, the heavyweight, like, heavy hitting style kind of implies that Joe has to, like, not get the shit kicked out of him as much.
And also, land strong punches on, like, a big guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to need gear for that. Like, he's got a strong punch, but he needs gear. Which I hope it happens.
Yeah, he's...
And I feel like they've been raking in, like, funds hand over fist. Yeah, like, they have to have been getting paid for these fights.
I'm pretty sure one of the main things they did that for was to get advertisers. That's why they went gearless, was to build hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he just boxed in front of a sellout crowd at what I assume is the biggest arena.
And won. And won without gear.
Yeah. Against the number 4... shared for number 4 fighter at the time. It was 2 number 4s fighting each other for sole possession of the number 4 spot. So, like, that's a title card fight. Like, that's a full money purse. That's like you walk out of this fight with $30 million in today's market.
Although, we do have the thing going on with the Mafia guy, which is, once again, a callback to the first episode, which I'm pretty sure we all guessed was going to happen.
We did, yeah.
On that first episode...
well, the reason we originally guessed it was because you were telling us that he was going to be in the fight.
Yeah. So I was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. So we predicted back then that since he was going to be in the fight, or in the tournament, we were going to be throwing the match to him. But now it just looks like we're going to be throwing the match because of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be for... okay. I don't think it's Yuri. Yuri doesn't seem like he'd be the type to do that. He just wants a fight. I think it's going to be the Lion. He's going to be looking into, like, a way to win at all costs. Maybe. I don't know. Cause...
You think he's paid?
Actually,
interesting.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just that the Mafia guy has a bet, and he wants to make sure he wins.
Yeah, I was thinking that Joe's, like, the people's champion, and so, like, the big money, like, the popular money is on Joe.
So the big cash out would be to vote for Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. King Hippo over here.
It would be like betting against Secretariat. Like, Secretariat Secretariat didn't have, like, the amazing odds because he was the best horse in the field. He was the best horse in the field, but people didn't know that until way after he died. But everybody just loved the story of Secretariat and, everything that he represented, and that's why he had, like, amazing odds. Or shit odds, I guess, is what I would actually say.
Yeah.
Because, Jesus, it was like, for every dollar you bet on Secretariat, you'd get, like, 5 cents back.
Nah.
You won. It was some garbage-ass odds that were on Secretariat for the last 2 races. That horse was a monster, though. When they died, they cut him open. They found out that his heart was, like, 3 times the size of a normal horse's.
Yeah, they use the semen to, like, make horses with bigger hearts.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't... They used his semen to make the second of his generation with big hearts, is what it was.
Okay. Didn't they use it? Wasn't it for American Pharaoh?
I don't think so.
Third?
Secretariat was way too long ago for American Pharaoh to be second
American
generation.
Pharaoh is still, like, a descendant of Secretariat.
Probably, like, way down the line.
Actually, at this point,
horse generations are fast. Horse generations are pretty quick, so he'd be, like, probably 6 to 8 generations removed from Secretariat, I'd guess.
I think at this point, most horses in...
Yeah, a lot of them are going to be, like, some sire relation They're probably some degree inbred to Secretariat because he ended up fucking a shit ton of the Phillies because everybody wanted a piece of Secretariat after he was, since he won as dominantly as he did. But yeah, but his like the weird thing about Secretariat was like he was odd generation recessive essentially. So it was like the first and third and fifth and so on, like they didn't express the traits that Secretariat had, but the second and fourth and sixth generations did.
Huh, that's cool.
He had like it was like weird on and off again things. So it was weird. Horse breeding is really fucking bizarre.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. What's the word? Hereditary traits. Hereditary traits in general are kind of weird.
Yeah. Although apparently I don't know shit about that because fucking Bob Baffert is like a god at it apparently.
Bob Baffert?
He was the guy who was in charge of the breeding for American Pharaoh, and he is the guy who was in charge of the breeding for the current horse who has won the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown.
That's cool.
And in the last like 6 years, he's bred like 4 of the Kentucky Derby winners. Like the guy is just like he's been on this run of like the last 10 years of winning like all over the place. Like he's ridiculously good at it. He's got the magic touch when it comes to horse breeding right now.
When I used to work at Best Buy, I would have this one guy come in, and he'd always needed help with his computer, and he'd often talk about horse racing because like one of the main things he used the computer for was to use like really rudimentary software that he like got off like some really sketchy websites that would like try to figure out what horse would win in what race.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which is funny because after my last class with machine learning, I could have done that too. Just pop up like some really shitty looking website and said, "Hey, I can guess with 80% accuracy who's gonna win. Pay me a lot of money," because I'm pretty sure he paid like $100 for his fucking disc. Oh yeah, they sent him a disc. It wasn't even a download. It was the disc.
Ooh.
I mean, that just... I mean, it has to be a disc, right? Because, like, yeah, if you want that extra sketch layer on that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, though. I don't know if it was loaded or just, like, very, like, meh about his money. Because he would always give me $20 whenever he'd come to me. He'd be like, "Oh, thanks for helping me out." And she'd just, like, hand me $20. I was like, all right.
That's, like... It's like one of those horse racing things. Like, people who are involved in horse racing are either rich or desperate. There's no in between.
But, like, if you're desperate, why would you be giving me money? Like, I just literally put the disc in your computer. I don't fucking know. He was a cool guy, too. But yeah.
Maybe he was rich.
Maybe. I got $100 from him, so whatever.
He was a secret millionaire.
That software worked, dude. You gotta get those discs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm still enjoying MEGALOBOX. Well, episode wasn't as the fight wasn't as great as I was hoping it'd be. Yeah. But overall, the fight
wasn't as good, but it's still been overall. Fantastic, yeah. In my opinion. I'm looking forward to the final thing.
Yep.
Yuri and Joe still have like their weird like eye sex whenever they see each other.
Yeah.
Champion. Oh, I can't wait till this show gets dubbed. I'm gonna watch it again dubbed.
Would you?
Yep.
For like American voice actors just like in the booth with each other.
Just to hear Spike Spiegel's voice come out of Joe. Because if they don't get Bloom to do his voice, I'm going to riot.
Do you think like if you had to do like the voice acting for like one of the boxers like Joe or Yuri or Shirato from this episode or Aragaki, would you go into the booth like shirtless every single time? Like go like pump iron for like 20 minutes before you go into the booth and just come in like a little bit sweaty, like the muscle definition going on.
Yeah. Have some Everlast gloves in the recording booth.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a pretty good way to get like your voice tired or get it like, you know, have that tired tinge to it.
Uh-huh.
You know, method acting, but for voices.
You always just have like that slightly out of breath, like I was just boxed, I was just in the ring, or I was just practicing, right? Like because Joe's always like just gotten a fight.
I would do it. That'd be fun.
I definitely would have to, if I had the voice acting part, I might have to like come in like shirtless every single time. Like, I'm ready to record now. Especially if there was like a glass viewing thing for like the director, whoever was like in charge of like audio. So they had to watch me sit there or stand there without a shirt on the whole time.
That reminds me, I'm pretty sure like the American voice actor for Dragon Ball Z like fainted. Isn't
Yeah.
that, like, wasn't yeah? Who was it? Was it for Vegeta or someone?
The
Like
American?
they passed out in the booth.
Yeah,
Wait.
they like passed out.
All I know is the Japanese one.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me see. Like,
That was probably it. The Japanese voice actor for Goku, who's like an 80-year-old grandma, just passed out when she was recording those long things.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So no, it was. Yeah, it was a voice actor for Goku, American voice actor for Goku. He passed out,
Oh, okay.
but this was like way before, like during GT, I think.
Oh, okay.
well, that's too bad
Oh,
that he
yes.
passed out while trying to do his job.
Here's the deal: I never passed out in Dragon Ball Z, but I did pass out in Dragon Ball GT. It was during the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, and I was really tired and hadn't been sleeping well. I just calculated the amount of air you'd need for Kamehameha or another power up, but I made my voice lower. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, fucking yelling for that long. That would do it to you.
yeah.
I see it as a badge of honor.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
What, passing out in?
Passing out for like, doing Dragon Ball Z
I don't know.
power up.
I feel like that's at that point you've reached like too far. I don't know if I would ever. I don't know if I would ever be so like I've got to nail it perfectly that I'd be willing to pass out in pursuit of the perfect voice line.
At least for this one, it was because he was tired, not because he was, trying hard.
Yeah.
But yeah. I would say Ore right now is still my least favorite show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sight is tied with it. And then there's like this big gap.
Sight
And-
has the benefit of like stuff happens. I'm not
Yeah.
in love with the stuff that happens, but stuff happens, so I can't completely hate on it.
Yes, there's plot that isn't really doesn't really go forward because of her characters. It just kind of goes forward. But yeah, there's stuff.
Yeah.
Ore, I feel like a lot of the jokes either fall flat or could be better.
Yeah.
Yes, in my opinion, yeah, that's true. Every once in a while, there is that joke that I really like.
Yeah. I mean, they're still average, like, maybe one or two, like, really solid jokes an episode. But, like, I feel like they've got, like, the beginnings of, like, 5 more that they just don't completely cash in on in each episode.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm kind of upset with.
But yeah, for this season, there is a very large gap, I believe, in terms of quality for all the shows.
Yeah.
We do need to sit down at some point and look at whatever it is. Summer, I think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Summer anime and decide
could
what
do
we're going to
that
watch.
Next week, I believe. That would be a good time.
Sure.
Okay. Works for me.
The only thing about Megalobox, I know it's probably not going to happen, but when they're going to talk to the mafia dude and it's like, yo, you're going to like take a fall in this fight, I really want Joe and him to like fight, do some underground shit. No gears, just bandages dipped in glass.
Damn.
It's like, hey, let's go, kid. Or like,
I've got
and
like
right-
the Dead Rising 2, like we shoved the knives, we taped the knives to the front of the boxing gloves.
oh, Nick, and right next to the bowl of broken bottle glass is gummy bears. Gummy bears.
The only thing that would be better than that is if it's like in the like fight trunks, they had pockets, and like halfway through the fight, the gang in there was just like pocket sand. Just hit Joe with like the pocket sand to blind him. That would be top tier. I'd be all about it.
Uh,
I'm still hoping for Megalobox to like. I just want like the perfect fight. Like every fight so far has had like something that I can kind of be like, I wasn't in love with this fight for this reason.
Yeah.
Like, but like we still got 2 fights to go, and they're supposed to be like progressively more hype.
or 3
So like,
fights.
I'm really hoping that that last fight is gonna be like the perfect fight.
yeah.
I kind of want to see if fight doesn't include Joe. Like, I want to see the Pepe versus.
Do you want to see the Yuri Pepe Iglesias?
We'll probably get a bit of that. Yeah.
So how many episodes do we have left? Do we have?
We have 3. Right, actually 4 or 3.
Is it 12 episodes or 13? I don't know.
I'm checking on that right now. I believe it's 12.
Okay.
Because if we only have 3 episodes left, I don't know if I want like the entire title fight to be in one episode. Because even assuming that Joe dies in the ring at the end, like winner or loser, he dies in the ring, so it can just end there essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if I want. It's 13. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's 4 episodes left.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I'd be fine with that. Like one episode for both of the preliminary fights, and then 2 episodes for the title.
Yep. For the build-up and then actual fight.
I want to see like the last episode, Joe versus Yuri, round 1. That only 1 round, and like whoever lands it first.
It's just one. It's just one.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 episodes, 40 minutes, but in anime time, it is 5 minutes. Though just the 1 round.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. It'd be a lot of those like classic anime, like he's going to hit it with the right cross.
I swear to God, if they go for a double knockout, I will be pissed.
But and then Joe, I knew that you were going to throw the right cross of destiny, so I've prepared with the left slide.
Dude, that's all JoJo is. Oh, I see you've predicted my move. Well, I predicted you predicting my move.
Yep, it's
that was all fucking Kuroko's basketball was.
Was it?
It was 3/4 of just a barrage of points, and then the fourth quarter it would go through like 10 minutes really fucking quickly, and the last like 2 minutes would take 18 years.
All I know
I
about...
swear to God, there was 12 seconds on the clock for like 30 seconds.
Of the things I know about Kuroko's is just laser fucking passes. Like it was shot out of a fucking railgun.
Yeah,
and
a lot of those.
And the fucking American, the English bro dialogue scene, which is still my favorite. Like, God, it's so bad, but I love it.
That and when Kagami decides to break into English out of nowhere were just great. Any use of English in Kuroko's was awesome. It was always awesome. This is Japanese lunchtime rush. Thank you, Kagami. Thank you. So you sit there on the floor in surprised horror.
It's like,
thank you for delivering that one-liner.
I die, then I am resurrected immediately right after.
But there was also fucking in like the list of things that like a lot of the show is like I can kind of believe. A lot of it I can't believe. Arguably, all of these kids should be in the NBA. Like they should all just be one and done, straight to the NBA like level talent. But the one who is like the most egregiously like good at the game compared to everybody else is fucking Minarima, who shoots like the full court threes, which is an absolutely like astounding capability.
Is he the blue-haired kid?
No, he's got green hair.
Okay.
Glasses and green hair. And he just shoots full court 3-point shots. And it's like, if any NBA player could do this, they would be like 30 points a night, like almost uncontestable. It's unfair. It's legitimately unfair what he does to people. Like teams would do nothing but just give Minarima the ball and have him just shoot threes from the opponent's half court or the opponent's like free throw line. Like it's just ridiculous.
If only Shaq could shoot threes.
That man had like a sub 1% 3-point shooting in his career, and he attempted them. Don't get me wrong, Shaq wanted to be a point guard when he was younger, and then he got large and fat and became a center. But he never lost the idea that he could have been a point guard if he tried a little bit harder. So every once in a while, Shaq would shoot some threes and be reminded as to why he wasn't allowed to shoot threes. Every once in a while, Shaq would be feeling himself in a game that they were up like 20, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna shoot a 3." You can always see Kobe just be like, "This is why I hate you."
I'm gonna break this guy's ankles.
Shaq would try. Shaq would definitely try and give him like the rope-a-dope and the step back three, and you could see Kobe die a little bit on the inside as he tried it.
It's like, nah.
Like you could see Kobe look at Shaq and be like, "I'm losing respect for you. This is why we're going to break up as a 2-0. Like I'm gonna make you leave the Lakers because you're trying to be me right now."
So in terms of some more anime news, fucking one of the characters from Emo is getting a 1-to-1 scale figure.
Oh, 1-to-1?
It is $13,000.
Oh, okay.
A 1-to-1 scale figure.
Yes, 1-to-1. Damn. It is life size.
So it's like 5'4"?
She's bending over, so it's about 4'9".
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, she's like curtsying. I don't fucking know. Does that show it? There, that really doesn't show it. But like you can kind of see it. Like she's like squatting.
Yeah. I guess she's squatting a little bit.
Oh yeah, she's got the sorority squat going down.
Yep.
Yeah.
The knees together, legs out, sorority squat.
Yep. It's a 1-to-1.
Always hated that pose.
It's fucking stupid. Also,
$13,500.
Despite the fact that Adult Swim was heavily involved in helping out FLCL, and basically doing the dubs and the subs like simultaneously, people are still mad that they're not releasing the subs yet, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want to hear the dubs," and that just makes me wonder, like, why? This is basically an American show at this point. It's just voiced by Americans. Also, it comes out in next week, by the way, Alex, on Adult Swim.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So, in the internet and black people, the news for the week can basically be summed up in one picture. That picture. Basically everything that happened.
Rest in peace, Drake.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers' hopes of an NBA title. As J.R. Smith dribbled his way to overtime.
Pusha T murdered Drake.
Live and in color. The best part about that was that apparently Pusha T has more information. That was somehow not the worst stuff that Pusha T has on Drake.
Oh my god.
He has gone on record as quoted being saying he's got enough to go all summer.
Oh my god.
So, what the fuck happened?
Okay, so I think Drake came out with a diss track about Pusha T.
Oh,
he thought that Pusha T was going to take it laying down.
First of all, you have to understand that this has been going on for like
a long
6
time.
years.
Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah, this has been like every like major Drake or Pusha T song that has ever been released has had like quote unquote subliminal messages to each other where they basically just called each other like punk bitches for like 6 years. It all boiled over recently, and Brendan, go from there.
Recently, Drake released a song with a diss track for Pusha T. So Pusha T was like, I'm not going to take this thing down, and released another song on SoundCloud where the album art was, oh fuck, I can't find it.
The story of Adidon?
Yes, which is Drake's name, right? That's Drake's name, right?
Is it?
I think so.
I have no idea why it's Adidon.
I think it's his actual name.
It's the name of his upcoming line with Adidas.
Yes, okay.
A portmanteau of the brand and Adonis.
Adonis I think is his name. Yep.
Drake's alleged son.
Boom. Sort of added on. That is Drake. In some major blackface.
That is vicious.
Black on blackface. And in Pusha T's song, he talks about basically Drake's son and how Drake is a terrible father, despite the fact that Drake always rapped about how his father was not good to him either, because he wasn't there. So yeah. Pusha T's like, you're a fucking hypocrite. Here is like basically every single thing I found out about your son and how you're a giant piece of shit.
He basically said like, you have a 12-year-old like bastard child named Adonis that you're going to try and roll out as part of this like marketing scheme with Adidas, and you're just like a giant scumbag for doing this. Like you're not being a good parent. Like this is just a horrible thing to do.
Yep.
Like why the fuck are you doing this? Is essentially what the point of this was.
Mm-hmm.
Drake then responded not to the having a son thing, which he intentionally ignored. He responded to the blackface thing in
it's art.
What is probably the worst explanation I have ever read.
I'm pretty sure he's like, it's art. It's artful stuff.
Basically, he said, like, this was like, I forget, 12, 13 years ago when I was an actor. And he was like, I wanted to do this, like, political commentary piece about how black artists or black actors are seen in, you know, like, the film world as, like, basically just this blackface thing. Which, like, there's way more tasteful ways of doing that than doing blackface yourself. Like, I am not a huge fan of this as a way of protesting this. It does not.
Could have added a dress, too, but yeah.
Oh, God, it's way too much. But anyways, regardless of Drake's chosen method of protesting this, the questionable thing comes in the fact that Drake is notorious for being one of the few, like, major rappers in the game that are completely apolitical. Like, even Kanye, who everybody hates, we know exactly where he stands. He's a fucking idiot, but we know exactly where he stands politically. Drake has no political alignment, and yet he claims that this was some political piece he was putting out. So it makes this sort of, like, question of, like, were you lying then, or are you lying now about how political you are as a person?
I mean, it's entirely possible that, like, he was trying to get into political stuff earlier in his career.
Yeah, but then it's always like that question of like, do those who have a like an obligation to try and look out for those who don't? Like Drake has the ear, like everybody in the nation listens to Drake.
Yeah.
Does he have an obligation to try and make things better for his people, or is it justifiable for him to play like the IGM card?
Okay.
I think the best thing would have been just to say, it was dumb, I won't do it again.
Yeah. Like, in my opinion, the best way to do it is be like, I did this. I acknowledge that it was super
I was going
stupid.
through a phase.
I will not try and justify why I did it because it was the wrong thing to do. Like, I think just trying to justify that is the wrong decision. I think you just admit that it was wrong and you acknowledge that you should not do it. You shouldn't have done it then and you won't do it again. Is the only way to approach that.
Oh, wait, no, I lied. FLCL came out last night.
Okay.
I'll watch it later. Who are you guys selling out to today?
I'm going to sell out to NyQuil because I've been sick as a dog for like a week, and in the beginning I could not sleep because every hour I would have to get up and blow my nose, and so sleeping was like almost impossible. And so I bought NyQuil, and holy shit, does that put your ass to sleep? Because I could not wake up to blow my nose if I was passed the fuck out. I had like no dreams, and I woke up the next day and it was daytime, and I was still sick, but I had gotten sleep, and that was more than I was getting before that. So shout out to NyQuil and whatever the fuck you guys put in that, because it's strong and it's good.
It feels good in your tummy.
I can see why people get addicted to that NyQuil life.
Alex, would you like some more time to wait or some more time to think?
Nah. I'll sell out to Coffee Mate, and specifically the hazelnut flavored one, because that's some good shit.
Okay, I'm gonna sell out to the Caps for winning last night. That was a fun walk through the street. Oh god, that guy from Philadelphia started a trend that is gonna end badly at some point.
The guy from Philadelphia. What guy from Philadelphia started a trend?
The guy who like climbed the pole.
Oh, that you egged?
No.
Or was that something else?
No, we didn't egg him. We were egging him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They were convincing him to do it.
Yeah, no, yeah, you were convincing
him
to like.
See, the thing is, well, egged has a different like connotation to it.
That implies they threw eggs at him.
Yeah.
My bad.
Which also implies that they somehow got eggs in the middle of a riot.
It wasn't even a riot. It was just a bunch of like, oh god, it was like a big crowd like around the stadium. It was really hard.
It definitely was not a riot if you had not won the cup yet.
No.
Nobody wants to riot when you just won a game, or else you'll look like douchebags when you lose.
But it was fucking fun. Yeah, we were egging him on to do it. By the way, when me and my friends went to the bar, we saw this kid get absolutely plastered, and then this is the same kid that fucking climbed the pole. Despite that he was like drunk off his ass, he managed to get to the top of the fucking pole and do some pull-ups too. That man like had a quest and he fulfilled it.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah, and then he got arrested.
Of course he did.
Yep, and then 3 more people tried. This one girl got about halfway up and then slid down, and then she got arrested. This one black kid tried to get up, couldn't do it, so he went to the tree, climbed the tree, and then jumped onto the pole.
Oh.
And then he didn't get. I don't think he got arrested because when he was like coming down, people were like hiding him and keeping him away from the cops. And then there was another guy who, like, while the cops were on one pole and trying to like secure that area, this other guy climbed the other pole on the other side of the street.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it was very fun. Basically did not have a voice all this morning. I also had a half yard of beer because we were like could only get like order 1 beer before we had to get kicked out of the bar because it was way too fucking crowded.
Okay.
We were in line for 2 hours.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Caps game.
How would you rate that riot?
What?
How would you rate the riot?
It's fun. I do it again.
0 out of 10.
As a
0
connoisseur of sports riots.
I'm pretty sure 0 people died.
There was no cars on fire.
There was no casualties. Yeah.
Significantly worse than the Canucks rally or the Canucks riot after they lost.
Ooh.
That was a riot for the ages where they burned their own city down.
Well, fucking Philadelphia won, and they still burned their city down.
That's because Philadelphia. They burned their city down regardless. They would probably burn their city down in protest if Dallas had won. In a world in which Dallas wins the Super Bowl, in the world in which Dallas wins the Super Bowl, Philadelphia will be on fire the next day. Guarantee it. They will burn their city down in spite just to beat Dallas at something, even if that something is rioting. Philadelphia lives for that shit. I'm still voting for Vegas.
Anything else? I wanted to go to Game 6 is back in DC, right? Or is it Game 7?
Yes, Game 6 is back in DC.
I just wanted to go to Game 6 for the finals, or for like the game point, or game point, I guess.
Yeah.
So that there is a riot in DC. When would Game 6 be?
Game 6 is in DC, always.
But like when?
Oh,
If it's a Saturday.
It's a Sunday.
Whatever. Right till morning. Right out to Monday. Job's canceled.
Right to Monday. Make sure work gets canceled. Nobody can go in because everybody's too hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas is gonna win. Vegas is gonna go down 3-1 and then do the 3-1 run back and win.
Then there'll actually be riots.
Yeah, but it'll be in Vegas, so there'll be victory riots.
No, there's going to be like anger riots in DC.
There will be anger riots. Well, no, that's not true. It's DC sports. They're used to being disappointed. Disappointment is nothing new to DC.
I hope.
But Vegas, I mean, it's Vegas. Like, they have to end it on a show, right? If they're going to win, it's got to be a Game 7.
Let's see.
It's got to be a comeback, and it's got to be Game 7 if they're going to win.
Who knows?
I choose to believe in Vegas. I like them. I like their story more than the Caps.
I just want another reason to drink.
When don't you have a reason to drink? I think living is a reason to drink.
There you go. That's basically it, I think, for this episode.
All right,
Unless
that's fine.
you guys have something else.
I got judged by a little girl today.
Well, I mean, okay. Little girls are the judgiest people on this fucking planet.
Define little girl.
I don't know how old she was.
Elementary school age?
I want to say she was like 3.
Oh, damn. Jesus
She was like
Christ.
3 or 4. She was in like full. So this is why I couldn't tell.
She was a toddler. Toddler-ish.
She was in. I had to go to the grocery store today to get stuff. So I had to get, because I'm sick as a dog, like I said, and so I had to get Powerade and candy and Kleenex because I ran out of tissues. And so I got candy and Kleenex and Powerade and went to go check out. And the whole self-service thing, they were all full. And so I'm standing there, and the first self-service thing, the mom is checking out, and the kid is sitting in like the little kid seat in the cart. So she's like, the kid is staring at me, and I'm looking at the kid. And like, I don't know how old this kid was, but like, she's older than like a young child. Like, she's clearly like mentally there. Like, you could see that the lights were on, and like she probably knew what words were. So she was probably like three. Let's say 3. She may have been 4. I don't know. I'm really bad with
a toddler.
Yeah, but she was in like full princess like outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like, she had the full on like the bodice with like the lacy shoulder shit and like the tiara and the frou-frou skirt. She had the whole 9 yards for like princess stuff on. And I'm standing there in like my I'm sick as a dog, which is like Virginia sweatpants, shoes with no laces, and like some ratty frat philanthropy t-shirt.
Fucking like red shit around your nose.
And I'm like, I look like a fucking monster. And this girl like looks at me up and down, and then looks at like the hand cart that I'm holding that's just got like 2 boxes of tissues, like 4 things of Powerade, and then like full-size candy bars, and then proceeds to give me like the judgiest look in existence. And I'm like, bitch motherfucker, I am too damn sick to be getting this shit from the likes of you. And so like, I full on like dead ass mean mugged this like 3-year-old girl. Like, I stared her down, like full on serious face mean mugged this girl. To like, she looked away from me, and that was finally the point where I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And like, I looked like further down the line, and like a checkout thing had gone and like opened up, so I like walked away and didn't like make eye contact with them again. And like, I couldn't ask them like, how old is your child, because I couldn't admit to this mom like, I think I just freaked the fuck out of your kid. I need to know how much mental damage I just did to her. But like, I felt like an asshole a little bit. Like, I full on just mean mugged this like 3-year-old girl because I was insecure and felt like she was judging me.
You're just a narcissist.
I guess I must have been. I felt like an asshole.
If she kept staring you down, like stood her ground, like damn.
But like she established eye contact with me and gave me the look, and that was when I felt justified. I was like, I can't back down now. I have to win. There will be a winner to this. Is like the mental thought I had. And like, I've had to win against a 3-year-old girl, despite the fact that like I'm not even certain she was judging me. She may have just been looking around, and I was just there, and I just glared at this girl until she looked away.
Oh God!
Hold on, I think I have a great picture for this.
But yeah, I felt like I made no eye contact.
Are you winning, son?
I checked out. I'm not certain that I won in the end. Realistically, she may have looked away first, but I feel like she also won. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's exactly the face you had.
That's pretty damn close.
What the fuck is Knuckles, anyways? Why is he blue?
Why is anybody anything in that show?
God, this show is just so fucking weird.
And then you had fucking Chowder, where his pet was just kimchi. It was just like a floating ball of kimchi that followed him around.
It was
a fart.
It was a fart.
Oh, was it?
It was just
kimchi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it stinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Schnitzel is a schnitzel. Roger.
God. Oh, Brandon, real quick, what's the Digimon game called again?
The one I'm playing?
Yeah, of the social links and all that.
It's not really social links. Like you get to choose a partner for like certain quests that you need partners for. And at certain points, like you can talk to them and say shit to them, and like make them like you and crap like that. And they'll give you shit.
What was it called? Regardless.
Digimon, Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Okay.
Yep. I guess that is this episode. Should we say goodbye?
Wow,
Sure.
this.
Bye.
Okay.
Because we don't do introductions, I'm Nick. Goodbye.
Wait, is that the kid from fucking SMT?
Shut the fuck up! Just say your fucking name.
That's his goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Fucking whatever. Bye. I'm Brandon. Yeah.